Hey guys, everyone is often asking me questions about why I don't have any hair. Why don't you have any hair? Why don't you let it grow? Well, the answer to those questions is I don't want it to grow. There's a reason why I shaved it, and I'm going to explain that to you today. So, I've got some clippers here in front of me. I'm going to shave my head, and while you watch me shave my head, you can listen to me tell the story. So the first time I shaved my head was in around 2002 or 2003, and the reason back then was because I wanted to raise money for charity. I was actually raising money for the Huntington's Foundation, which was obviously, of course, trying to raise money so that they could find cures and find ways to help people with Huntington's disease. And if you guys don't know what Huntington's disease is, then I guess you need to just go and look up Stephen Hawking. He has that disease and he's a very famous person, so if you know him, and you know a little bit about him, you may even know a little bit about the disease itself. 10 years ago it wasn't a very well-known disease, and I wanted to make awareness of it, and I had friends that had it, so I wanted to give them some support because they were just recently diagnosed with that disease, and it's probably something that's really difficult to cope with if you're diagnosed with something like that. So that was my reason several years ago, and obviously reasons change as I get older and move on with my life. I started getting a lot of comments on my bald head after I shaved it. I was being asked if I had cancer or leukemia, and the answer I kept giving was no, I don't, and I don't have to have that just to have my head shaved. I look perfectly fine and perfectly normal. It doesn't necessarily mean I have some kind of illness that means I have to shave my head. And of course people would tell me to keep growing my hair, and I didn't like that. I'm a rebellious person, so I don't like doing stuff like that. And yeah, I found it more easy to handle just because of my visual impairment. Putting my hair in a style every day was really difficult. So for me, I liked having a shaved head. It meant that I could not have to fight every day to do my hair. And of course, I've had the experience with people who have had cancer very close to me. If you've been watching my vlogs for a long time, you'll know that sadly last year my mum passed away, and that was cancer related. And before she was too ill to understand what was going on around her, we actually made a little card that basically I carry around in my wallet, and it basically says on it that I want to keep my head shaved no matter what kind of state or condition I'm in. I want to keep my head shaved, and I want whoever is looking after me at the time to make sure that that happens. Because I want to support people who have cancer, and I want to prove to people that you can look pretty and look okay without having to have hair. So yeah, that's my reasoning, and it was a promise that I made to my mum. She saw that card before she left us, and yeah, I'm going to keep the promise now, so there's no turning back on a promise. Anyway, that's all my reasoning. Yep, I'm done. So, did you enjoy the story? Is there anything like that that you've ever heard before? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I'll see you again next time.
JustConnectTeam. Go for it. Boom, boom. Connect team. Go for it. Boom, boom. Subscribe.